Hey, welcome back to more Standard on Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Today we are playing a sick deck that I saw a very good player get a 5-0 with on Magic Online. I just had to give this a spin because on this stream, we have enjoyed the Beans Terrors deck, and we've also enjoyed Cori-Steel Cutter. So the prospect of combining the two decks, very compelling. So here we've got, the Beanstalk plus Crab Hearth Elemental thing going on, where our creatures get reduced via spells. Then our creatures trigger our Beanstalk to draw us cards, and Tanic Big Enough also triggers Beanstalk to draw us cards. Lots of really nice stuff coming from that. We also have the Cori-Steel Cutter thing going on, where we have a lot of cheap spells to trigger our cutter to get us tokens, give us some very fast prowess starts. Of course, this deck runs Bushwhack, Analyze the Pollen, Seed of Hope as additional 1-mana spells, much like the Ops and Sleight of Hands in blue-red. We're going to be consistently triggering our cutter, getting our tokens, and swinging in for a lot of prowess. Curious to see how these two different decks mix together. Some other nice things going on here too. We've got Tarnation Vista. Tarnation Vista is kind of a banger with Cori-Steel Cutter. This Cori-Steel Cutter gives you a white permanent and a red permanent, so you're only one other color away from being, plus mana, having an Ancient Tomb in play, essentially. Yeah, let's see how this goes and give it a spin. Alright, this is a fine hand, right? Has the cutter on the play. Gonna make this Tarnation Vista pretty spicy. Do you think we will haste Magebane Lizard at least once with Rockface Village? Almost certainly, yes. This is the plan. No, my Steel Cutter. I needed that to win games. What are you doing, opponent? That's so rude. Eddymurk. I mean, we 1-0'd in the space of a minute, but that's mostly because our opponent didn't show up. Other than that, it's very early days. We're getting duressed into oblivion, probably by a Demons player, I have to imagine. Hopefully they don't play Annex next turn. Basically how winnable this game is comes down to if they have Annex in hand. If they have Annex, this game is like the least winnable. And if they don't, we're probably chilling. Oh. Goodbye, Crab. You'll be missed. Okay. This does destroy enchantment. But I want to get back something from the yard instead. I could get back like a Seed of Hope with my talent. Guess I'm just gonna say go and draw a card if they don't play an Annex out. Instead, we can destroy that Annex. Very nice. Played around it very well. Love to destroy this Annex. They only have one card in hand. And we have a talent we're about to up level. What's up level? The auto tapper probably doesn't work very well with it, but yeah, is the actual answer. We'll find out soon, I guess. You'd think I would know this from playing so much otters, but I do not. Oh, they get losting my talent. That's fine. My talent's been like a 3-for-1. Let's go. We got back a spell. We got an otter that traded with a cut down, and we traded the talent with a... Okay, well... We take the heritage because it destroys cutters and such. Definitely holding the Bushwhack. I guess I might as well fire off Seed of Hope. if I can find something spicy. I cannot find a Yavimaya Coast or thing. Alright, we do need to draw something. We're in the Beanstalk or Stormchaser's waiting room right now. I'm gonna hold this Flood Maw because it can kill a demon token later, and it can also trigger my cutter if I draw one. Oh no, they found another creature. Well, Analyze is strange because we lose all our spells from our yard, but we can go get a Hearth Elemental. Doesn't sound horrendous. Hey Ring, good to see. Alright, so we could search for a basic. We can fire off this Flood Maw. For some reason it doesn't want to tap my island. Could not possibly explain that to you. We can fire off and Analyze the Pollen. Get rid of the non-spells. And then need to hit one more. Do I want... Well, I'm going to be casting an Analyze, so I can get rid of the one from my yard. Just leave the removal spells in the yard for Stormchasers to recur. Analyze grabs Hearth Elemental. Play land for turn. Fire off Stoke Genius to draw 2 cards. We find Stormchasers and Cori-Steel Cutter. Those are phenomenal cards. We're just going to cast the Hearth Elemental and crack a map this turn. And then next time my opponent gets the tough choice of whether they kill the Cutter or the Talent. With this Heritage Rec. Oh, Talent ain't big enough on top is beautiful. It can save whichever one they go to kill. Yeah, this is looking good for us now. That was a sick turn. I love Hearth Elemental. Hearth Elemental's my boy. Let's go. Good luck, have fun, opponent. Gix's command. Make me sack the Hearth Elemental and they grow the Sanctuary. Okay, that's acceptable. Okay. So now we go Cori-Steel Cutter. We cast the Talent. We now have 3 colors of permanent for our Tarnation Vista. I can level up the Talent, get back. I guess I can't torch the Sanctuary anymore. I could get back and Analyze so that I can Analyze for another Hearth Elemental later. That sounds pretty funny. Actually. We can crack this map on the monk. There's a torch on top. Oh, torch answers this Revenant. So it's actually a pretty appealing card, I think. I guess the one thing is, now that I've got an Analyze back, my opponent could choose to use Heritage Rec to exile my Hearth Elemental from the yard, instead of answering my Cutter or my Talent. But I feel like if they do that, we're pretty okay with it. Bouncing the land creature? Oh, could we have done that with Flood Maw? We could have. Right. It doesn't say non-land. It says creature or non-land permanent. So you can actually bounce Sanctuary. That's so goofy. That's a good point, Malabat. Here comes the Revenant. Land creatures are very weird. It's certainly true. Let's go Torch the Revenant sacking our Otter. There's another Cutter on top. I guess we're gonna get rid of it though because we're casting Analyze. Or maybe I meant to level up the talent and see if they go to Heritage it. I should have done that already if that's my plan. They probably have to go to Heritage it, right? Well, they just let me have level 3. So now I get an Otter when I cast this Analyze. I guess I'm not going to re-equip. Because this 5/5 can attack into their 5/5. I like this part of the game where we just get to cast Hearth Elemental every single turn for the entire game. It's kind of phenomenal, I gotta say. Every new turn is the same as the last. Cast Analyze. Getting rid of Hearth Elemental to find a Hearth Elemental to, you know, spin our wheels eternally. Do I block? I think I don't. I just go to 11. Because I have such decent odds of then just killing them. Fire off the Stormchasers, fire off this Harfy boy. Draw 2 cards. Hey Avawen, this deck is so sick, Avawen. Thank you for suggesting it. Hearth Elemental is impressive. This is what I'm saying. I've been saying this all this time. I love this card. Let's level this up. Yeah, back. Town ain't big enough. yeah. Opponents had enough with this game of Magic the Gathering. Very reasonable. Okay, that was absurd. I don't love Spell Pierce against the mono duress deck. 3 steps ahead seems fine. Dispersal is bad against Preacher. Tidebinder's like fine, but not great. Do I consider Teemo the most morally sound color combination? It's probably my favorite color combo at this point. Oh, I've not looked at that version, everyone. Can you ship it? I'd be curious to see. Pick Your Poison could be reasonable. So hard to know what we'd even take out. I think these Ephra's Dispersal stink here though, so I'm gonna take them out. I probably want all the Heritage Recs because of Annex. I do think I'm pretty interested in Free SA. Free SA is definitely better on the play. Is one thing to note. The cheeky white dragon. The white dragon's very funny. Let's try this. Oh, thanks for linking that, everyone. Interesting. Oh, I honestly didn't look at this list because I assumed it was a Zer deck, even though it clearly cannot be. Wow. Yeah, I will look at this version at some point soon. It seems interesting. I do just kind of love the space of tutoring Hearth Elementals a lot, so curious to try out their list as well. Alright, obviously they take the Beanstalk, because my opponent has played Magic the Gathering before. Just go find a mountain or hold open Seed of Hope. I'd really like to resolve Steel Cutter because my opponent's very bad at removing resolved Steel Cutters. So I guess I'm gonna go grab mountain. Oh, Untapped should have it up if it is working correctly today, which it should be. I think I fixed it yesterday. Yeah, people think it's adapted otters, but it's closer to an aggro Terra deck. Yeah, that's kind of my feel on it too. It definitely feels more terrors than otters to me. I guess we just get all our idiots in play. Start attacking them. Try and race this annex. Since we don't have a clean answer to it. Double cutter on turn 3. The dream. My opponent duressed me and then I top decked 2 cutters. Let's go. Too easy. And they're cutting down my Cori-Steel Cutter tokens. Deal. This is acceptable. I accept your terms, opponent. They go to 11. Question is, do I ever town this annex? The annex is kind of killing them. So it's not clear I want to. But I think it's pretty reasonable. Yeah. Opponent agrees it's pretty reasonable. Alright, that was a very nice first match. Nice tight game 1, and then a complete slaughter game 2. You love to see it. Pronouncing it out loud as cut ribbons rather than cut 2 ribbons is throwing you. Honestly reasonable. And yeah, I will continue to do it. I worry I'm in a little bit of danger right now. Just like a tiny bit. My opponent's cast Monastery Swift Spear against me. That is quite good. I'm fine, sure. Alright. I think CFT was right all along, by the way, y'all. And I should have stuck to my guns. For the longest time, I was like 4 Swift Spear, 0 Slick Shot Believer. I say as my opponent puts a Slick Shot in exile. I did not stick to my guns on this. And then CFT correctly played many copies of one of these and very few copies of the other. And I'm like, I'm back to being a 4 Swift Spear, 0 Slick Shot Believer. I should have just believed in myself rather than doubting myself because everyone else was still playing Slick Shots. Seed of Hope is an instant, that's true. I could have just held this open, I guess. I was a little bit worried that I kind of wanted to use the Dispersal on a Slick Shot or Drake Catcher instead of a Swift Spear, is the thing. 0 Swift, 0 Slick Shot. Nah, I think 4 Swift, 0 Slick is like, in my mind, just definitely the correct approach. Get rid of the Sanctum, keep the Torch. Do I want to try and torch this show off and die to Monstrous Rage? Or do I want to torch this Swift Spear and play a Beanstalk? I think I kind of need to play a Beanstalk to find something else to going on. I'm a little bit worried that if I go to torch the show off, I'm gonna get very bullied by Monstrous Rage. Uh-oh. Onan has found the good card. I feel exceptionally dead. I can go Cutter, Town the Hatcher, which I probably need to do. I'm not really sure how I win this. Good lord, is so incredible. Oh my goodness, y'all. Every time I play a deck against Izzet and I play against Izzet, I'm like, wow, I could have Spire Bluff Canal in my deck. 2 Hatcher, 2 Crab, 2 and Thunder Trap. Crab is like weirdly interesting to me in Izzet. I do think Swift Spear is just kind of the GOAT. 1 mana spells are so good with Cori-Steel Cutter. Lets you make your token on turn 3. And 1-drop creatures make up for, like, you know, spending a bunch of mana on... Oh boy, on dying to Drakecatcher. This is just like very over, right? I can never win this game in a million years. Hack it up, move to the next one. Which is the best Swift Spear art? I don't know them all off the top of my head. I do really like the OG. I don't know if that's just because that's what I grew up with. Tutor for Crab. Notably, tutoring for Crab removes a lot of instant sorceries from my yard. It doesn't really help the situation. Only 2. Oh, right, the Dispersal costs 3. Good point. Fascinating. What am I doing? I just can't imagine what could possibly be in their hand that wouldn't kill us. But... Oh, the Secret Lair art? I cannot remember what that one looks like. I would need to take a peek at it. Counting big C. I really wanted a 4/5 in play. But I guess I should hold open down. Oh wow. Okay, the Secret Lair one is kind of nice, I will admit. Very fantasy. Mono white, wait. Mono white storm? What's this you're talking about, Noel? Is this real? Alright. Monstrous Rage waiting room. How do y'all know all these secret last monastery sisters? Also, that one is so trippy. Oh my goodness. Wow. Opponent, please. Oh my god. Is it looking pretty phenomenal, that game? It's gotta be said. I have to imagine we want these Pyroclasms. One would assume. So hard to know how we fit cards in. Maybe I need to trim a Beanstalk or two. It's tricky because I have to compete with stock up. But also, I think this Eddymurk Crab is probably not phenomenal here. Pick your poison is really good against them. Yeah, I guess it is. Hit Slick Shot and Cutter. That checks out. I wonder how many dispersals we want. Probably more. I kind of want to trim a Beanstalk. I feel like it's pretty hard for them to outcard advantage us, and mostly we just need to not die. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I could not possibly tell you why there's a Vodalian Mindsinger in our sideboard. Oh, Show of Confidence is the Storm card. That checks out. Chat, how brave are we feeling? We have Seed of Hope in our hand. We could hit the second land off it. We aren't cowards. Very brave. Poor. The odds are not terribly in our favor if we keep this. Oops. Feeling loose today. And if I fire this off now, we can get the suspense out of the way and also not run into Spellpierce. Both good reasons. Oh, I worry if I cast Beanstalk, I can get Spellpierced. Maybe I'm just meant to lead on talent. But also playing Beanstalk is so much better with our town. Okay, no Spell Pierce, let's go. And we hit the third land. Too easy. Means we can town this Hatcher. Gave you a heart attack. Same. Big relate. We can go analyze for an island. Hearth Elemental is now 2 mana. And we can, next turn we can go talent, town, Hearth Elemental, which is a pretty sick turn 4. Also, opponent missed a land drop, so you know this game's over. Also nice. Swift Spear's Prowess with Drake Catcher. That sounds so sick. I mean, the historic qualifier weekend is coming up. Does Beanstalk run well in this deck? I mean, it works well with Hearth Elemental and town ain't big enough. Probably not a great card in every matchup, but definitely a powerful card. Beanstalk. Fire off a Pyroclasm. Coop incoming. Indeed. Wow. Cool shot. 1-1. On to game 3. On the draw. I could trim another Beanstalk. Get this, like, Furnace in here. Maybe this ill-timed explosion. I don't know. That one's not as exciting to me as Pyroclasm. Ooh, thanks, everyone. Is this your list? Butter beans. Yeah. I'm probably not going to tinker with the list too much today, but definitely going to take a look at your list if I end up playing this deck again. I do agree this Vodalian Mindsinger probably needs to go. Oh, I should do all my various nonsense real quick. Thank you everyone for watching the stream. It's good to have you all here. If you're really enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a follow to know when I go live. Spell Pierce is not good in this matchup. I mean, they probably are. I don't know how to make room for everything. That's the problem. I don't know what the Spell Pierces would be over. Questionable. If you're really enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a follow to know when I go live. I stream most Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Miss one here and there, but always standard, always arena. If you're really enjoying the stream, I also have a YouTube channel. Link is on screen and in chat. My editor does a great job of uploading my content to YouTube. Lots of VODs there, lots of standard content from the past few months. Also, if you're enjoying the stream, consider checking out my Patreon. It's one of the best ways to support me. I upload a lot of content to there. A lot of standard sideboard guides, matchup guides, articles, also a little bit of modern here and there as well, with the modern RCQ season currently underway. There is a guide to standard Is It Prowess up there that I'm also intending to do an update for before the Final Fantasy set releases. I'm just gonna say go, because I really want to Spell Pierce a Cutter. There's also gonna be a guide for Modern Teamer Eldrazi going up there soon, because that's currently my deck of choice in Modern that I have been winning a lot with. So definitely worth checking out. Ghost Vacuum. I mean, I can destroy that with my Heritage Reclamation. Not really spookiest card in the world. So this Swift Spear is certainly getting in there. A lot of damage coming our way. Common Monastery Swift Spear W, honestly. I'm just going to destroy this Ghost Vacuum. It shuts down enough of my deck. I think I would like it out the way. And then I guess if I play Beanstalk, I still get to have Pierce open. Sets up nicely for town ain't big enough. There's the Cori-Steel Cutter. I'm going to Spell Pierce this, because if my opponent pays for the Spell Pierce, I then get to pick your poison it, and they never get a token. Obviously, it's a 2-for-1, but it's a 2-for-1 that eats my opponent's entire turn. So I think I'm okay with that. And then we're just going to say go, and we're going to have this town ain't big enough open. It's pretty good for us. There's a talent. Okay. In comes the Ottery Pal. Right. They get in for 2 damage. Fire off a Drake Hatcher, yep. I guess we're just going to bounce the Drake Hatcher and the Beanstalk, draw a card here, get the Hatcher out of play, and then we can probably Clasm their board. Oh, Cori-Steel Cutter is a fascinating draw. I think Clasm plus Beanstalk is good enough that I would just like to do this instead. Just like clean up this board. Feel pretty cozy over here. That is a lot of Drake catches. Luckily we do have this Ephara's Dispersal. So I can go Cutter then Pyroclasm to get a token. The dream. Let's go for this Furnace. Kayla Hatcher. Play a talent. We now have a chump blocker for the Hatcher, and we have an Ephara's Dispersal, so it's pretty hard for them to connect with the Hatcher. Oh my gosh, Sophia, you're so silly. This Drake Hatcher be growing. It sure do. Oh no, opponent. Oh, this Monastery Swiftspear is going to be very sad. I kind of want this Tarnation Vista. We have so much to use the mana on. I think it's actually a fine draw. Bizarrely. Do I ever want to just level up Sauna? Oh, it's only monocolored when it's the Sauna's not open. That's so funny. Yeah. But I just like made our Tarnation Vista marginally worse. Uh-oh. Here's a Cori-Steel Cutter. Can't say I love that one for us. So I go for a Cutter. I fire off a torch. Sacking this Otter. I now have 4, 5, 6 mana because Tarnation Vista is very silly. Why does it want to tap this many lands? There we go, that works. We can level up talent. Get back Pick Your Poison. Fire off a Pick Your Poison, they sack an artifact. I'm gonna hold this back to block. And hope we don't die. If we live through this turn, we like easily can never lose. Because they could find a Monstrous Rage. And that would make the game interesting. Maybe I could have played that turn slightly better, I'm not sure. I do think I wanted to remove the Cutter. It filters instead of using your pain lands. Yeah. Kind of a mess. Uh-oh. Rage puts me to 1. This is terrifying. This is so terrifying, chat. So now we're dead to a Burst Lightning. And we don't have a Seed of Hope. So we kinda gotta get them dead. Do we destroy their talent, or do they have a burst lightning in the yard? They do not. Okay. We can destroy it when they level it up, I believe is the plan. Save this Analyze as a Prowess trigger for next turn. Hopefully set up a kill. Yeah, so we're gonna go... Destroy target enchantment. Get rid of the Stormchasers. We still have Dispersal open for if they have a Slick Shot in hand. Ooh, another Cori. Okay, we have to have Leaf with second Cori-Steel off the top. I guess we just want to get a normal land and then I can do Talent Loop, and that's probably lethal. Oh, you're right. Dang, I should have done that. 100%. Do this. Level this up. Get back town ain't big enough. Oh, they're flood mooring it. Okay. I still get my prowess trigger. Seven, 14. Yeah, very lethal. Amazing stuff. This is a team of prowess list, very similar. I didn't realize it did well this weekend until I started the stream. I don't know if I'm allowed to keep the band. Maybe a bit questionable. See how it pans out. Fabled Passage. Fascinating. Green white Fable. I don't really know what my opponent's up to. I guess we'll find out. Oh, it sucks to not take a cutter, but I think taking this Tarnation Vista is pretty obligatory. So we will do so. Immediately draws a land that makes me regret it, but you know, details. Just like some weird green-white Caretakers deck. We played stuff like that on stream before. Pretty fun. Go Steel Cutter. Let's go Talent, get a token, attack them. Hope we don't get locked down, but if we do, it's kind of fine because we have Town ain't big enough in our hand. Baser, that one's actually a bit annoying, but you know, details. Fine. It's all fine. Oh, this already makes 3 mana. Oh my god, Tarnation Vista is so broken. What on earth is this Tarnation Vista card? This is hilarious. How do I go about bouncing the Beza? They get to recast it, but like, fine. I don't know. Oh, both of these are pretty phenomenal, right? Having those on top makes me feel pretty okay about running out the talent. Even if we get locked down, we just have a town ain't big enough to reset things. And we just push a bunch of damage, force them to block here. They have to sweep us, otherwise they're just taking a billion. Alright, they did have the Sunfall. That is fine. Fire off the Stormchasers. Fire off the Stormchasers. Get in for free. They have to sweep me again, or they're taking a million. There's the beta. Fine. Alright, let's go level up Stormchasers. Get back Bushwhack to go find our land drop for the turn. Search your library for a basic land. Find an island. Play an island. Bounce their 4/4 and our talent. And then get in with the team. They get to eat a critter, but we're going to be pushing damage. They're going to lose their fish. We're still going to have a very respectable board. Oh, they're not even blocking with the fish. Crazy. Okay. They really want to eat them with Fountain Port, I guess. Oh, they want to do this with the Elspeth. Okay. To protect the Elspeth. Pretty spooky. So yeah, need some rebel salvos or something. I could believe that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I just want to keep hitting my land drops and grab this Bushwhack. I don't know how unreasonable. I really worry that playing out this talent runs into lockdown kind of badly. Alright, attack all at Elspeth. They get to block Baser on 4/4 pretty cleanly. But Elspeth's gonna take 5. And then she should be pretty easy to kill next turn. They might sweep me, of course, which would stink, but I don't know, they're kind of running out of cards and we've got a lot going on. We could still win this. Split up. Okay, we still keep the Otter. Yes. Do you lose a color? We could do this flashback Tarby to bounce the 2/1/1s. I guess they get to make 2/1/1s with Fountain Port, which is a bit annoying. Just flashing back Torch, yeah, I should have done that. You're correct. There is not just merit to it, it would have just been the correct line. Oh no, they hit my red permanent. Now I can't cast red spells. Oh, I messed up so badly that turn. Yeah, I should have just flashback Torch. Got rid of Elspeth. 100%. 100%. Sometimes lucky. Alright, Torch the Elspeth. They're gonna make 2/1/1s. They're gonna make another 2/1/1s. We're gonna draw 2 cards here. I want to play a 4/5 or just level up talent. I kind of like to get town whilst my talent is alive. Oh, I guess I could have done both because I have, because this would be an extra color, right? If I lead on Hearth Elemental, my Tarnation Vista goes +1 mana, and then I get an extra. Then I can still flash back. Yeah. Yeah, we could have done both. You are correct. Now I'm kind of getting attacked for a lot, huh? Yeah, missing out on casting the Hearth Elemental was real rough there, huh? Real rough. I almost have to bounce their authority so I can get some blockers back down. We can level up talent. Talent can get back heritage, which can then blow up this binding to get our cutter back. That's a pretty good card. I haven't found a beans or a caretakers yet though, which is frankly giving us a lot of breathing room. So we're gonna destroy this binding. We can start getting tokens. We're gonna go bounce talent plus talent. Gosh, this game is a grind. This is crazy. We're gonna cast a talent. Be nice to have slightly more painless blue mana right now. These Yavimaya Coasts are stinging. Right. Level up this talent. The new build completely changed the lands. Yeah, I'm very curious to try out the new build. Probably on Thursday, honestly. I'm enjoying this deck a lot. I'd be very into playing some more of it soon. Alright, get in with the 5/5. A ride's ending the 5/5, sure. You don't draw a card. Token. Uh-oh, they have found the good card, although I can get back a heritage to blow it up. They probably only draw like 2 or 3 cards. There's still a lot, but manageable. Oh no, what? Oh no. Wait, they didn't pay full retail. They didn't just ultimate. That's crazy. I'm very surprised they didn't just ultimate and kill me. Game just got interesting though. Yeah. They have 2 authorities in play as well. Yike. Yeah, they only have 2 forests. They still would have killed me, I think. I don't know. I think it would have killed me. This board state is like a puzzle. Oh, there is so much going on right now. We're about to get our 4th color for Tarnation Vista. Pretty delightful. Oh boy. Do not say. A second Beanstalk, you spoil me, deck. Spoil me. And I just want to bounce 6/6/1/1. Wonder if I ever bounce this Baser. I don't know. Just kind of taking game actions. We'll see how it works out. Oh, if I had a blue mana open. See if we can draw a blue mana. Hey. Pretty good. I don't know if this kills them. They can block the 6/6s. They take 7, 11, 14. Not quite. I can, however, now just send 2 creatures at Nissa and Nissa dies. Right? Because they can only block 2 of this, or they can block this and 1 on this. Oh yes, then Smite would save Nissa. I should give up 1 damage for the sake of playing around Smite, I suppose. Caretaker's Talent, hold back Songcrafter as a jump blocker. Or like really weird lines. Alright, Nissa down. Oh, Leyline would have saved Nissa, good point. Didn't consider that one. We have 23 cards left in our deck. Oh, they're not playing Caretakers. When I played that deck, I had the idea for green-white was you got to play Beans and Caretakers. You got to go really heavy on those effects, which I really loved. But I guess people can build decks differently, and that's legal. I suppose it's legal for people to build decks different ways to how I do. Yeah, copying the land token was also part of the idea. Because that's just like the single most delightful line in the world. Oh yeah, they have Elspeth now. True. Tap your blockers. How is this game 1? Crab fight. Phaser. Might go to time. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried it might. I say as I continue to cast spells. Let's give them 2 more life, notably. That's so dead. Yeah, I haven't really counted. Does seem likely this is good enough. One might say. Perfect game of Magic. Game 1, we used 17 minutes of our clock. You know, normal. As Garfield intended, so true. I don't know if I want Spell Pierce again. Also, Torch was weirdly super important that game for killing Elspeth, but I don't know how often that happens. Maybe Spell Pierce is good. I just worry that the game goes on and then eventually it becomes a brick. Like turn 10 million. Oh, you like Explosion? to kill the tokens. Oh, Furnace for Beza. That one I do agree with. Beza is very annoying. I don't know how we'd make room for these spell pierces. Try this. Game 2. I gotta play fast. Right, this is certainly a respectable keep. This mulliganing to 5 or 4 opponent. Struggle moding. A Vivi. Hi Vivi. We found Vista. That's real nice. And they didn't play Beans on 2. Amazing news. Just go for a Seed of Hope and then go for a Vista. Got this talent. I'm so relieved we haven't bricked on Seed of Hope yet today. Oh, I could just play out the talent. Early pressure. Get it going. When it goes to 17. Very nice. Might even just main phase bounce our talents here. Get those attacks in. Keep delaying this Vista so I can go bounce talent, replay. Seems reasonable. I could also just hold open free SA for Beza. It seems pretty hard for my opponent to ever get back in this game without casting it. I'm not really under pressure to do anything. Oh my gosh, Ren. I love that meme so much. Hey, I was right. Hey, Avalon. I was right. Look. I'm so smart. I was right all along. I don't know how much this card matters at the moment. But I guess I would like to use my mana. Maybe it just didn't matter. Immediately draw the Pick Your Poison as a punish for daring to counter that. Brutal. Oh, hi Civ, you're so old. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Free SA can copy Cutter. Oh my god. Sure can. Sure can. Wow. Uh-oh. Goodbye town ain't big enough. You'll be missed. Oh, they're gaining life. Honestly, respectable. This being the game 2 after that game 1 is crazy. I agree. I don't really know what to do here. Your go. I'm very aware, opponent. Some of us have choices to make. What's the worst that can happen if I just get back like a town or a free SA? I don't need to attack them. Uh-oh. One card. Let's go. Bounce. Elspeth. Talent. Play out a talent. Play out another talent. Attack with some 4/4s. Opponent gotta do some blocking. May Rosa with the 82-month resub. Oh my gosh, May Rosa. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you. Appreciate that continued support. Opponent would appear to be in danger. Just a little bit. I guess winning this is gonna probably put us top 1200. And then we just need to hold top 1200 for like a few days. Should be pretty doable. I will just be playing serious mode decks on stream for a few days. Few streams. Yeah, we have lethal with Songcrafter plus Tatabi. I believe that is correct, yeah. I was kind of setting up for that to be the case. But I hadn't actually specifically counted. Top 1200 gets you free entry for a play-in to the qualifier weekend. Top 250 gets you automatic entry into the qualifier weekend itself. Although I don't place too much stock in that because the play-ins are generally pretty soft. Does this deck count as serious mode? Probably. It is pretty good, I think. It's felt pretty good so far today, I'd say. Hi, Tony. Yeah, the play-ins are actually like tend to put me positive on gems, I found. Because like going 3-1 or 4-0 gets you 6,000. And going 2-2 gets you 4,000. 2-1 gets you 4,500, and they cost 4,000 to enter. If your win rate's reasonable enough, you end up making a few thousand gems on your play-ins. Oh, I think did they not change that at some point, Civ, to make it more sensible? I feel like they did, but maybe I'm wrong. I feel like they changed the top 250 rewards, but I might be wrong. Anyway, we're now top 1200. Let's go. Teamer good. Teamer fun. Love to play Teamer in all formats. Alright, give me 1 minute.